Well, viewers, we'll start this edition with breaking news coming in from the state of West Bengal. And as per reports, viewers, we're getting to know there is an involvement of sleeper cell in the violence that has erupted in Murshidabad district of West Bengal. What we're learning is that sleeper cell involvement has been found in the destruction caused by spreading misunderstanding about the Waqf Amendment Bill. The Intelligence Department is suspecting some people of ISI as well involved in this entire conspiracy. Now, what we are learning is that ISI leaders are in the eye of Intelligence Department. Many terrorist members have been arrested from Murshidabad itself. Big breaking news coming in, viewers, after we have seen that 3 lives have been lost and over 150 have suffered injuries in those multiple clashes that have erupted across the district of Murshidabad while protests against Waqf Amendment Bill. Now we are learning, viewers, as to how there could be foreign hand in these violent clashes that have rattled the state of West Bengal and have forced many to even flee their homes and seek refuge in Malda, in a government school over there, remember? Suvendu Adhikari, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary and the BSF themselves had categorically told the media as to how many people were scared. Over 400 of them have already fled from their residences in Murshidabad, crossed through river and have reached Malda, viewers, to seek refuge over there. Joining us live on this broadcast is my colleague Kishale. Now Kishale, this is a major breaking news coming in. We are learning that sleeper cells, ISI members, could be behind the violence in Murshidabad. Kishale.
Well, exactly, in Bangladesh, we saw how after the unrest was spread, there was direct involvement, according to intelligence officers, of ISIS terrorists, ABT terrorists, Ansarullah Bangla team, and Ansarullah al-Islam team, ABI team. So all these teams working together, Ansarullah Bangla team, Ansarullah al-Islam, Ansarullah Bangla Islam, ISIS and other terrorist organizations working on the other side of the border, they have been trying to infiltrate several parts of Bengal. In fact, from Murshidabad itself, there were several ISIS-linked, ABT-linked terrorists who were arrested by STF, Bengal STF, Assam STF, and other departments. Previously, we saw Shad Radi, one of the terrorists of ABT, was arrested. Now, intelligence officers are trying to find out direct links between these violent incidents that's happening in Murshidabad. The whole incident of inciting violence by spreading misinformation about the Waqf Act and how the new Waqf Act was used in order to instigate Muslim mobs, in order to create chaos and violence. Now, behind this whole plot, the intelligence department officials, the intelligence officers are suspecting that there is a direct link of ABT, Ansarullah Bangla team, working in this side of the on this part of the border, and also there are links of ISIS and AQIS, Al-Qaeda in Indian subcontinent. All these terrorist organizations working in tandem, very active in Bangladesh right now, because we know under Muhammad Yunus, all these terrorists have been let out of the jail who were arrested previously during Hasina's regime. Now they're outside. They are creating chaos in Bangladesh, and also they are trying to get involved in the situation in this side of the border, taking advantage of the misinformation that has been already spread. They are further using that in order to incite violence and creating havoc, violence all over Bengal, and that's spreading from Murshidabad right now towards the southern part of Bengal. We saw yesterday in South Bengal, South 24th Pargana, in Bhangor, there was large-scale violence. So direct involvement of terrorist organizations as suspected by the intelligence bureau officers and detectives, and they're trying to find a link and names behind the whole violence that has been happening since last few days.
Well, yes, Kishale, I would like to ask you one more question. We mentioned as to that there have been number of arrests as well in this connection. If you can throw some light on the matter, how many arrests, how many terrorists specifically have been arrested by the authorities over there in Bengal?
Well, Exactly. Now, after this violence, specifically, no terrorists have been arrested. To say specifically, terrorists and terrorist-linked men were arrested previously before this violence started, and that happened since a long time. Terrorists have been terrorist-linked suspects have been arrested from Murshidabad, from South 24 Pargana and North 24 Pargana. From Murshidabad itself, more than 12 suspected terrorists or suspected men who are connected to a case, to ABT, to Ansarullah Bangla Islam and other organizations have been arrested, and some of them even had voter cards of India. And one name is Shad Radi, as I already told you, and there are his other aides who were also arrested. There were men who were arrested from southern part of Bengal who also have connections with these organizations. They are the suspects, and after that, the intelligence bureau officers and detectives are trying to find out and suspecting that there are more people, more terrorists who are directly linked to these violence which is happening in Murshidabad and South Bengal right now, and they are trying to find a direct link. They're also questioning a few people, few of these arrested terrorists and suspects. They're already trying to find out a link between what's happening in Murshidabad and what's coming from the other side of the border as well.
Yes, thank you, Kushalev, for those details. We'll keep coming back to you as the protest linked to Waqf in the state of Bengal continue over there, and the situation continues to remain vulnerable as well.